Saints fire Dennis Allen after loss to Panthers. Named Darren Rizzi interim head coach. The New Orleans Saints have made a major move following a frustrating stretch of losses, firing head coach Dennis Allen after his third season at the helm. The decision comes after a 7-game losing streak, capped by a painful 23-22 defeat to the Carolina Panthers in Week 9, which ended any hopes of salvaging the 2024 season. Darren Rizzi, the team's special teams coordinator, will take over as the interim head coach for the remainder of the season. A disappointing tenure. Allen's firing marks the end of a disappointing tenure as the Saints head coach. After taking over for Sean Payton in 2022, Allen's leadership failed to produce the expected results. The Saints went 18-25 under his watch, missing the playoffs both years and showing little improvement. The 2024 season, which began with some optimism after a 2-0 start, quickly soured. The team's struggles, including a brutal loss to Payton's Broncos, 33-10, in Week 7 and the collapse against a lowly Panthers team, sealed Allen's fate. In the aftermath, Saints owner Gayle Benson expressed sympathy for Allen, praising him as an excellent football coach and acknowledging his long tenure with the organization. Despite the firing, the Saints organization stressed Allen's professionalism and dedication throughout his time in New Orleans. Quarterback issues and injuries. One of the major issues Allen faced was the inconsistency at the quarterback position. After the Saints failed to find a long-term solution in Jameis Winston and Andy Dalton in 2022, they invested heavily in Derek Carr, reuniting him with Allen after their time together with the Las Vegas Raiders. Unfortunately, Carr's performance was subpar, especially in 2023, and the team's offense struggled as a result. Injuries to Carr this season only exacerbated the problem, further hindering Allen's ability to turn the team around. Allen's defensive pedigree also couldn't shield him from criticism. In Week 6, the Saints were embarrassed by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, surrendering 51 points and over 594 yards in a game that saw the defense falter in dramatic fashion, which hurt Allen's credibility as a defensive-minded coach. Tough situation for Allen. It wasn't for a lack of trying. Allen was stepping into a difficult situation, succeeding Sean Payton, one of the most successful coaches in NFL history, and leading a team post Drew Brees. The Saints never fully recovered from Brees' retirement and struggled to build a sustainable roster or find a true franchise quarterback to carry the team forward. Despite his defensive expertise, Allen was unable to build a cohesive team that could compete consistently in a competitive NFC South. In addition to on-field struggles, the Saints face one of the toughest financial situations in the league. The team is currently $77.4 million over the salary cap for the 2025 season, according to Spotrac, which severely limits the organization's ability to make moves in free agency or address weaknesses. Allen's inability to make the most of limited resources was a major factor in his firing. The road ahead for New Orleans. Now, the Saints will be looking for a new leader to restore the team to playoff contention. The team has a tough road ahead, especially with a bloated salary cap and no clear successor to Payton on the horizon. Darren Rizzi, as interim head coach, will have a tall order in trying to stabilize a floundering season. The Saints' leadership will also have to make significant decisions about the future of the roster and quarterback position in the coming months. For New Orleans, the search for the next head coach will be critical. Replacing a legend like Payton is no small task, but the Saints are desperate to find a new direction. The team will need to find a coach who can build a contender, develop a stable quarterback situation, and restore the franchise to its former glory.